Good morning, guys. Today we are going to look at the Miwok app. So, this is the beginning of the entire Miwok series, and I'm gonna answer each and every of your question and do each and every of the activity mentioned. Okay, so this was the general Miwok app, and the first thing that I wanted you guys to generally do was to import this same project from GitHub and do it. But then we were facing some sort of Gradle build errors, and some people had to download other SDKs, which was going to result in your Android Studio being overloaded with too many unwanted SDKs. So this is what we are going to do today. We are going to look at this entire Miwok app, and then we will create these individual layouts right from the scratch. Okay. So, I mean, this is quite easy because since you guys have already gone through the user design course, user design and user interface course, you know how to create interfaces, right? So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay. So let me open Android Studio and let me create a new Android project called Miwok. Okay. Let me just post it somewhere. So here we have code projects, Android Studio projects. Oh, one. Okay. Sorry. It was Android Studio projects slash WAS. So the minimum API is obviously 15. Fine. Mm, we are choosing an empty activity. Okay. And the main activity name is main activity. Fine. Here we go. Okay. So let me just close this thing. Now, do understand that you guys don't need to replicate the exact colors. I mean, as long as you guys had a text field containing these particular things, so it was gonna be absolutely fine. I mean, we could create as many, I mean, we could use any color that we want. We just want four text views that have some sort of padding and the text is in white color and everything. Okay. So let's open our main activity.xml. I came to layout and here we have main activity.xml. Okay, apparently it is still waiting for the build to finish. So I'll just go to the text section and as you can see, the build hasn't finished yet, but let's give it a try. All right, so I think we are about done and here we go. So let me open the main activity.xml. Okay, I think the indexing is still going in. So let's give it some time. So this is our entire Miwok app. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this text view. Okay. Then I'm gonna convert this constraint layout into a linear layout. And as I can see, I'm not really okay with the size of the text in my core editor. So let me just increase the font size. I think I have to come to editor or something and I have to select font. The size is 12. Let me convert it to. Okay, guys, now let's create a text view. Okay, here we go. Obviously, the width is going to be match parent and the height is going to be wrap content. Okay, give me a moment. Sorry for this. Then I'm going to set the text as numbers. Okay, so we have numbers, and then the ID is obviously going to be numbers text view. Okay, before I apply the padding and everything, I just wanna select a color, and I kind of have this inclination, and I'm biased towards material design colors. So I'll just look for a material design color. I'll just open material design color codes or something. Okay, so we have material design color chart. So let's say the first one, maybe I want it in, yeah, this shade of color. So this is the color code. Okay, let me just go to Android Studio, and I'll say background equals to that color. Okay, let me just increase the padding. I'll say the padding is gonna be 16 dp. Okay, then no, I'm not even clear about the kind of padding. How about I set the padding to 20 dp or something? So 20 dp. Okay. Then let me change the text color. Okay, obviously the text color is has to be white. So that would be hashtag triple F triple F, right? And obviously the text style has to be bold, bold, and maybe the text size as well. So how about some 16 sp? Yeah, now this looks more like it. Okay, or how about some 20 sp? Okay, how about I increase the padding to 24 dp? Okay, now this looks absolutely perfect. And here, let me change the text size to 18 sp. Okay, anyway, I mean, these are just design references anyway. So what I need to do, in fact, I obviously need to create another text view, okay, with the same match parent and everything, and obviously the height is going to be wrap content. And what was the name of the file? I forgot the name of the sorry, well, the next text view. So let me open desktop. So the next thing was going to be family members. Okay, so text is family members. Okay, the reason I don't see it is because I forgot to give the orientation in this linear layout. As you can see, it is marked red. So I'll just say, sorry, orientation is equals to vertical. So here you go. I got family members. But now you guys have to understand, okay? If I keep on creating more and more text views, I would have to give the same properties for each and every individual text view, right? And what if I mean, the next thing I want to do is if I want to change the size of any particular text, okay? I mean, imagine I have created 7 text views, and now I want to change the text size of everything. So what I would have to do, I would have to come to each and every individual property and change it. Okay, but I don't want to do that because we already know that all of these things, I mean, except for the background color, all of these things are going to follow the same theme. So I am going to put all of these properties in the style file. Okay, so I have styles.xml. I'll create a new style. Maybe I'll name it main activity text view style or something. Okay, now I need item names. Okay, the first item obviously is gonna be width. So layout, and the answer is match parent. The next thing was height. So it's not width, it's height. And the answer was wrap content. Then we had padding, item padding. So what was the padding? Let me check padding. So the padding is 24 dp. So here we go. Padding is 24 dp. Then we had text style. Text style. Okay, it was bold. Then we have text color, text sorry, color. Okay, I think it was hashtag triple triple F. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else I have to write? I finished layout width, layout height, padding, text color, and finally we have text size, which is 18 sp. So text size, which is 18 sp. Okay, so fine. The entire thing is done. So let me just remove all of this from here and just say style equals to main activity text style. Now, as you can see, I can just follow the same thing even here. So instead of applying these properties here, I'll just say style equals to main activity text view style. Obviously, I have to choose a background color. I mean, right now the family matters is in white color, so that is why you are not able to see it. So let me just select another background color. Okay, how about this one? So here we have material IO. No, not this one. Material UI.com for colors. Oh, okay, this sounds good. Let's say I want light green. Okay, so I'll say background equals to hashtag light green. Okay, and finally I'll give it an ID. So the ID obviously is gonna be family members text view. Okay, then what do we have after this? The next thing I think was colors, and finally we have phrases. So let me create those two text views as well. So we have text view. No, I don't want these two properties, so let me just delete these two properties, and I'll just say style equals to this, and text equals to colors, right? And the next text view is style. Here text is phrases. Let me just give them IDs. So ID is obviously gonna be colors text view, and ID phrases text view. Now I just need to choose the background color. So how about the next one with this kind of blue? So background equals to hashtag blue. Finally, we have to look at the phrases text view. Okay, we just have to give this a background color, and how about I am not sure about that. Okay, but how about this color? This color sounds good. So we have background equals to, here we go. So at the end of the day, we were able to create our own very own Miwok app. In the next video, we are going to look at how to open a activity. I mean, what are activities and how to open an activity from the numbers one. Okay. So with that being said, guys, have a good one.